Hey everyone, it's Pisces Moonbeam and welcome to Radko Tarot. We are going to do a very quick reading about your karma with somebody, your karmic connection, and what you need to know right now about this connection. We're going to start with this deck, which is created by me. I have another deck over here that is created by me, and I have two other decks we'll be using. So let's just get into it. What is the opening message here? What does Spirit want us to know about this connection? Now, if you don't like the way I'm using this camera, if it's making you dizzy, I apologize. Okay, so some of you are involved in a situation where you are dealing with a person and you know this is risky. You know that you're potentially playing with fire, and you know that expression, when you're playing with fire, you're going to get burned. And, you know, sometimes we're standing too close to the fire, and we feel the heat and we know it. So for some of you, you're at a place right now where you're very well aware that what you're engaging in is really risky, whether you're risking your heart, your money, your mental health, things in your life of value. Make sure you know what you're risking. So let's find out a little bit more about this. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we have magnetic attraction, head over heels, and caution to the wind. So it's very easy to be tempted when we're feeling such a strong magnetic pull towards somebody. It's very easy to be tempted to literally not just throw caution to the wind, but to play with fire. Because it's a gamble, it's a risk, right? We can decide, okay, we're going to try for something, we're going to aim for something, we're going to go for something and see how it plays out. But sometimes we enter things and we already know that there's a very high chance that it might be very, very risky. So some of you watching this, you're there. You're playing with fire. You've been playing with it for a while. But there is this magnetic pull between the two of you. But for some of you, take this as a sign or a warning or whatever, nothing in a negative way, but maybe hold off a little bit before you jump or take any action that you've been thinking of, because it may lead you into risky situations. So what else do we need to know about this? Oh, reinvention. So there's an opportunity here to reinvent yourself. There's an opportunity here to decide what you want to risk, where you want to risk it, who you want to risk it with, and make yourself over. Just because there's a pull here doesn't mean that you have to allow it to control you, right? If you feel like your identity has been overwhelmed or overshadowed by this person, and you find that you've no pun intended, lost your mind, or are losing your mind, or the expression losing your, like you've lost your head, it's because you could be very overwhelmed right now with this situation. Okay, so this is an opportunity to reinvent either yourself or this connection. And let's get one more message for this layer and we'll go into something else. And we have the Empress. So to me, this is all about you, and it says divine feminine. So some of you believe in the divine feminine, the divine masculine when it comes to twin flames. I don't like to use labels. I'm just reading what the card says. So all that being said, this is really about you making strong, empowered choices and reinventing yourself from putting yourself in situations that you know are risky, even though it feels good and it can feel hot and exciting, but you can reinvent yourself, because I feel like a lot of you have lost your way, and you can go back to who you were and everything that you stood for. And this is also about what you're really able to manifest here, because the Empress is all about manifestation, right? And it's about things that are fruitful and abundance. So if you feel like you're not able to get what you want from this person or from the situation, this is a chance to turn it all around. We cannot bend anybody else to our will, but there's no rule that says you must engage. You can decide to, if you want to, put a new face, a new label, a new title to the situation, to who you are, to what you stand for, and enter into that Empress energy where everything that you manifest is beautiful and doesn't involve risking anything here. So, what is the current energy of your connection right now? Where does this connection stand? So, somebody's playing it cool. Somebody is being very distant and guarded. Let's get a little bit more information about that. Now, this person may have promised you a lot of things. This person could also have commitments to other people and other places that are causing them to play it cool and pull back. Somebody might have said a lot and you might have believed them, and it might have put the expression when somebody puts their foot in their mouth. Somebody may have really said a lot, made a lot of promises, and didn't really think it through, and now they're in a position where they're kind of hesitant and they don't know what to do, and they might be trying to figure out how they're really feeling right now, and if they want to follow through with these promises. But I feel like for a lot of you, a lot of these promises, they haven't been working out. This person is committed to other things right now. There's other bonds and other contracts that they are focusing on, which is causing them, to pull back or act distant or act like everything is fine and really, really cool, almost like wearing this mask, right? And for some of you, this is a third-party situation. Just going to say that right now. Somebody else could be married or could be in a very strong relationship that is causing them to take their attention off of you. So what else can we know about this? We have settling. All right, so are you going to settle for this, basically, is what I'm getting? Somebody is settling. This could be your person as well. They're in a situation, they don't enjoy it, they're committed, they're under potential obligations and contracts, but they're not feeling good about it. They're settling. I feel like this is really the energy of your person. And let's get one more card to follow. The Eight of Cups, evolving. So a couple of things here. Now, if you're settling and if you're holding on to promises, whether they're promises you made yourself or certain commitments that you want to attach to, you might be ready to evolve and to move on and to walk away, because that's ultimately what the Eight of Cups is in the traditional tarot, especially if this person is ghosting or not giving you the time of day, right? And if this is about your person and they're settling, there is a chance that they could be evolving. So let's go into your person now. So what do we need to know about your person? Where is your person's headspace at right now? Okay, so your person's thinking, okay? There's forward movement, there's electricity. What is it that they're thinking about when it comes to you and your connection? All right, well, there's definitely hope for those of you that are still believing that this is a love story, because we have unfinished love story. We have more to be written, incomplete tale, and a lack of closure. So they could feel like there's a lot of things that they want to come forward with and tell you. They could feel, regardless of, whether you have contact right now or you're in separation, that this story, it's not over yet, even if they're backing off, even if they're not keeping their word, and even if they're acting cool. Their headspace, they're thinking. Okay, they're thinking, they could be planning, because they feel this pull as well that came out at the beginning with the magnetic attraction. So this is their headspace, and this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about this unfinished story. They're probably thinking about the fact that, they are settling, or they're settling in life, and they might feel really, really stuck and want to evolve. And a lot of them could be doing the work right now. So your person is thinking about this unfinished love story and how perhaps there's a way they can move forward, either get their own closure or move forward with you. So what else do we need to know about that? Where are they in their heart? Okay, we have union. I'm going to just leave it at that. And let's get a tarot to finish that part off. And we have the Six of Wands, success and recognition. So Ultimately, in their head, regardless of how they're acting in the 3D, it's obvious there's still unfinished karma. And regardless of whether or not they will end up with you or not, even though in their heart right here we have the union card, there's a desire to, they do feel that you are somebody that can bring a sense of accomplishment to their life, a value, added value, together as a couple, that there could be a lot of success. But not for all of you. For some of you, there will unfortunately not be these unions. They will move forward. They will find a way to close the story off, and they might in their mind always see the two of you together in the 5D and feel that that is good enough for them. Okay, so this could go either way. So let's get a closing message. What's the final message here in regards to the karma that can help you move forward? We have growth, natural blossoming. So for those of you that want to give this a shot, or keep going, or possibly go back to a situation, it has to happen naturally. And everything that you've gone through up until now is happening in a natural way. Even if you feel like they've been forcing you or you've been forcing them, it's happening in a very, very natural way. Now, let's get some more information about that. Basically, you're where you're supposed to be, okay? And, okay, we have 2 lotus flowers from 2 decks that I made here. You can't make this up. It says baby steps, growth. Growth is there twice, universal timing, law, and order. So this is all orchestrated by the divine. And in my opinion, everything is, but really this is divine. This karma, it's risky. And there is this magnetic pull. But regardless of what happens, it's all going to happen on God's time. And regardless of where you end up with this person, it's all going to happen on God's time. And what else do we need to know about that? With these baby steps, we have mirroring. Okay, so we're going to pull another card because I want to know more information. So some of you could be behaving in the exact way. You know, the expression, you get what you give. Somebody could be literally acting or treating you the way you're treating them, and you could be treating them the way they're treating you, especially if you don't like it, almost in a way to spite each other. But at the same time, this person really is holding up a mirror, okay? We're going to pull one more, but what I'm really getting here is this person, and whatever the karma is that you're going through with this person, it's holding up a mirror in front of your face, and it's showing you your shadow. It's showing you things that you might not have known, or known a little bit, but they're making them appear stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's showing you not just who you are, because a lot of you already know who you are, but it's showing you what you're capable of when it comes to your good side and your bad side. But it's really showing you a lot about yourself. It's like looking in a mirror, okay? Some of you are very similar to your person. Some of you are total opposites, but it's still like looking in a mirror, because you can't hide the truth from this connection. And whatever they do shows you who you are, by the way you react, by the way you respond, by the way it triggers you, even in a positive way, okay? Not just in negative ways. So there is perhaps some mirroring going on where you're holding up the mirror to them as well, and they might not like what they see, but that's these type of connections. They're for our growth, and they're literally brought in by the divine for our highest good. It's law and order. It's our journeys that we have to grow through in order to go through. So let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll get the final card. So we have inner child. So this person could be bringing out a lot of things that your inner child wanted and didn't get from your parents, or from the people that raised you, or from your environment. And it's important to love your inner child, and don't allow any fears that inner child had to come up in here, in this karmic relationship. Heal those wounds, especially if they're holding up a mirror to your inner child. Heal those wounds. You don't have to respond the way your inner child would, because you're not that person anymore, okay? And let's get one more. What else do we need to know? Final message. We have the 6 of Swords. Tranquility ahead. So regardless of how this plays out, guys, it's going to be okay. You will find yourself in a state of peace. You will find yourself in a better place than you currently are right now, which is this risky business. You will be transitioning out of it one way or another. And I would not be afraid, in case some of you are afraid about the playing with fire. It's more about emotional thing. I don't see it as a risking anything, literally. It's basically, do I want to play with this because I know this person might not be good for me, or do I want to walk away? And that's the beauty of free will. We all have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.